Hey there, it's Jody. I can't believe what happened to my seedlings 6 weeks after the last frost date. Let's check out what happened in the April 2022 garden tour.
Here's the state of the garden vista. The garden path has sprouted zinnias, clover, and alyssum seeds. Of course, the areas with the higher amount of compost appear to have the most sprouted seeds. The current plan is to add some compost to any gaps without sprouted seeds and plant more flower seeds along the walkway. Garden Alley is thriving with potato and tomato plants. As for the tomato seedlings in the greenhouse, I was concerned about the cool weather changes, so I kept most of them safe in the greenhouse. Now that the weather is more consistently over 60 degrees Fahrenheit, I'll transplant the tomato seedlings to this area. I'll link to how I transplant the seedlings in the description below. Here's the lantern garden area. Right now there are some beautiful petunias in bloom from the local nursery. The rest of the area is mostly a hodgepodge of all kinds of plants. Everything from sage, brassicas, beans, snapdragons, and peppers. Future plans for this area: transplant tomato plants, squash, and replace the brassicas with amaranth. I also have plans to paint the lanterns a rustic teal color. The boardwalk continues to thrive with all kinds of blooms: snapdragons, African daisies, and these torch lilies. There are also some cauliflower, chard, strawberries, and peas. Garden Bell is currently expanding with a vertical wall. The plan is to have it completed by early June when I have less space for plants. In the meantime, there's mainly some potatoes and sweet potatoes here. Paw Crossing is hardly recognizable with the tall grass. Future plans for this area: cut back the tall grass here and transplant some pet-friendly flowers and paint the bridge. Speaking of tall grass, this other garden path area needs to be cut back. But for the most part, this area is thriving with strawberries, potatoes, chicory, and marshmallow root. The greenhouse did the best it could by keeping some of the plants safe during the cooler weather. I was surprised to find that while the cold weather stunted the pepper seedlings' growth, some of them actually survived. Unfortunately, the cool weather did knock out the green beans, okra, cucumbers, and corn. That's one of the reasons why I often refer them as ultra tender plants, because they just don't like drastic weather changes. Due to some of the seedlings not making it, I'll plant some more seeds this week and share the varieties I'm planting in another video. The garden patch area is doing wonderful this year. I reduced any expectations for this area by focusing on leafy greens and herbs, and it's worked out well. Even the strawberries are doing great. Future plans for the area: plant chard, Russian kale, lettuce, Malabar, and more herbs. There you have it, the surprises in the garden in April 2022. Until next time.